Hi everyone, it's Natalie. Sorry it's been so long. Just a lot of things have been happening here lately. And so, well, here it goes. The last video I did was after I had a judge deny my name change. So now here it is, 4 months later, although a couple weeks ago I was able to finally legally get it changed. Kind of had to do a little trickery. I hate to say it, but I went and had a lawyer work up my paperwork this time. Luckily, there was one that was willing to take the case for me. That way, if they did deny it on the same terms, that there was a lawyer willing to back it up and come in and stand in for my rights. So I got it taken care of. Since they were in a different city, they sent the paperwork back to me. And so I told him I would just go on my lunch break and go file it and try and get all that taken care of. So I did it. And so I went up before a judge that same day to try and get it signed after paying a second time to get it filed. And this time it was a different judge. The judge saw that there was a previous denial. The judge's comments was literally, he saw no problem with signing off on my name change. However, since another judge had already denied it, he did not feel right signing off on it. Therefore, he just gave my paperwork back to me. He didn't actually write a denial, but he just gave it back to me and just left it like it was, just told me I would do better to go try and work things out with the first judge. Well, I was going to go back the next week and see what I could work out. Also told my attorney he was going to start working on it. But the next week we had a very big flood here in North Louisiana. I flooded a good bit of my town. And so it was about 2 or 3 weeks later before I could even go back. And so I just went back during the same signing for the judge signings to sign off on it. Since I still had the same paperwork, there wasn't a denial this time, so I wasn't going to have to file again. And this time I went before, and it was a different judge. So this was the third judge to see, and signed right off on it, gave my paperwork. I went back downstairs to file it, but they stopped. He actually called it back up so that he could look over it a second time. Looked over it again, and then still left a signature, sent it all back down for me to do. And so now I am legally Natalie. I don't have the paperwork with me at the moment, but yes, I'm very much Natalie. The only thing I have not changed thus far is my driver's license. I have some flags where my insurance dropped a couple of times back in 2014, and with the interest and things that they gained because it went into their collections or whatever, I now owe $650 just to change my driver's license and update it. So my driver's license is currently the only thing with my old name in it. Everything else is already put in. Natalie, my credit cards are, my bank accounts are. Most, if not all, my doctors are, my insurances are, including my life insurance. And actually, believe it or not, whenever I went into not just my life insurance through my work, but my life insurance that I have as a third party also, they were even, whenever we set it up, they even went ahead and set it up as female. They said there was no problem. They had already been checked with it. That it was just, it could be filed that way since everything else is going to be Natalie, identify as female. Therefore, they were okay, even without having surgery, even without my birth certificate saying it. I could file my life insurance as female, as Natalie. And so all that is just there. It was wonderful. The last couple of doctors I've been to, not only have they changed it to Natalie, they've also put me in the system as female. It's just been, it's been kind of weird on how accepting most of the people around have seemed to have been, especially doctors and things. It's like when I've had that paperwork, they were just, okay, let's just change everything. Let's get it all done. Let's have it right. Let's get it all, which has been amazing and very great. And so, yeah, it's been a work in progress getting it all changed. I mean, Social Security has already changed. Both my jobs, my name's already changed. I'm now getting paychecks in my name. Everything is already squared out. So just wanted to kind of give an update on that. Lots of other things have just been happening. And I will try to get back on and do these more often. Just like we had a conference last weekend for my state, which even included a formal, which they called it the prom, but it really had no age limit on it. It was mostly college, but there were some older adults like myself there, and we were able to just enjoy it the way we would have loved to enjoy it back in high school and being able to go through those type things. And so it was definitely a once in a lifetime type thing, even though they do it yearly. But it was great to finally actually have that kind of an atmosphere and things. And so I will try and post probably like a little video and such about it coming up, and just some of the other things that are going on. Like I said, there are lots of things, but I just wanted to kind of get on and just fill you in with what's going on there. I have already passed my 1 year on hormones. I actually passed that about 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to also try and post just kind of a video showing kind of the differences in how I've grown and how I've changed within the last year and my body and such. So thank you all for watching. If there's something specific you would like to know, just feel free to comment, leave me a message, and I'll do my best to try and incorporate it or answer your question as best I can. Thank you. Have a great day. God bless.